Hi, I'm Rich Dean. I'm the founder and creative director here at Supersonic Playgrounds. In this video, we're going to talk about how to improve your e-commerce website. So the first is how to build trust and transparency on your e-commerce website. So the biggest thing to remember with an e-commerce website is you're trying to convince potentially complete strangers to part with their hard-earned money. It's as simple as that with an e-commerce website. It's different to a brochure website where you are soft selling services. It's a slightly longer sales pitch. With an e-commerce website, your visitors, your customers may never have come across you before. So you've got to do your best to convince them that it's safe to hand over their money to you. There are some certain key elements on your e-commerce website that can really help to build trust. Things like a USP bar or unique selling points, things that tell people why they should choose your online shop versus somebody else's. Things like your payment providers, how secure your checkout is, your delivery options, how fast they can get the items from your shop, and how they can return them, how quick they can get it, and what happens if they need to return it are important deciding factors that can quite often impact whether they choose to buy something or not. What payment providers you choose to use is also vitally important. When someone's thinking about putting their credit or debit card information onto your website, they're much more likely to trust established brand names like PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Stripe, etc. So moving on to the second area, creating a seamless user experience. So what does that look like? One of the most important parts of an e-commerce website is about reducing friction, making it as easy as possible for your customers to buy on your website. If you make it too hard, they're going to bounce off to one of your competitors. So it goes without saying that nowadays your website should be fully responsive, but it also needs to be mobile inclusive. That means delivering the same experience, the same content and features on mobile devices as you do on desktop computers. Mobile is a massive part of online shopping nowadays, especially as you're dealing with consumers. The product page itself is also probably one of the most important pages on your e-commerce shop. And actually a good product page has to do two things. It has to capture people who know they're pretty much ready to buy, but they just need a bit of information to seal the deal. But it also needs to be there for a first point of contact for people who don't know anything about the product and who aren't sure yet. If you look at websites like Amazon.com, for example, you've got product images, the price, quantity, buying options, everything you need, the add to basket button, everything you need to make that purchase is above the fold. But then below the fold, further down, they have additional information, product specifications, reviews, further images, further details, recommended products, how the product stacks up against other products. You've got that quick entry point. If you know the product's right at the top of the page, you can buy it very, very quickly. But if you need more information, you can scroll down the page and find out more. An important factor is the speed and performance of your website and how that affects the user experience, how fast your product pages take to load. Research suggests that a good product page should take 1 second to load. If that increases to 3 seconds, then your bounce rate is likely to increase to 32%. If it increases to 5 seconds, then that bounce rate can increase to 90%. So it's really important to make sure your web pages load as fast as possible. Moving on to the third and final area, we're going to look at how to simplify your checkouts. Things like social sign-on and one-click payment can really speed up the process and make it easier for your users to buy. Allowing guest checkout can be important in reducing cart abandonment. Customers can find it frustrating if they've got to put their address details in just to complete the order. We'd also recommend using an on-site feedback tool such as Hotjar, where you can collect user feedback and then implement that to improve your e-commerce website. So those are just 3 areas that you can use to improve your e-commerce website. There are many, many more. And actually, we do have an ebook on our website that goes into much more detail about this. Hopefully you found that useful. If you'd like to find out more, check out our website or get in touch.